All right, let's talk about this invisible force that's all around us, influencing pretty much everything you buy. It's called brand equity. You know that gut feeling that makes you walk an extra block for one coffee shop over another? Or why you'll happily pay more for one pair of jeans than a nearly identical one? Yeah, that's brand equity. It's this powerful asset that can literally make or break a company. And today, we're going to figure out why. Let's dive in. So, picture this. You're 25 years old. You've just gone all in on a massive year-long contract. You even hired 7 new people to handle the work. Your expenses are through the roof. But hey, it's worth it, right? And then the phone rings. The client's backing out. Just like that, your dream is about to turn into an absolute nightmare.
And this wasn't just some hypothetical. This really happened to a video marketing company. Suddenly, they had a team of 10 people, all these new salaries to pay, and zero income. The owner had a deadline, 2 months. 2 months to pull the company back from the edge, or they'd have to shut it all down. Now, what do you do in that situation? They had no money for a big marketing blitz, no budget for paid ads. The situation looked pretty grim. The only real tool they had in their arsenal was a smartphone. So what was the plan? Well, in a move that was part pure desperation, part genius, the owner just started creating content and posting it to social media. Not just once in a while, not even once a day. 3 times, every single day. The mission was simple. Get in front of people without spending a single dollar. And the result? Honestly, it was incredible. Within just 40 days, their calendar was completely booked with new client calls. By that 2-month deadline, they had pulled in over 6 figures in new business. All of it from free social media posts. The company and all 10 jobs were saved. Now, this story is amazing, but it's not just about hustle. It's a perfect illustration of a huge shift in how our economy works. See, that business owner wasn't just posting videos. They were tapping into the single most valuable resource in the digital age, attention. And that brings us to the creator economy. And look, this isn't just for influencers or YouTubers anymore. This is for any business that gets it. The new rule is simple. Consistent, valuable content is currency. And you use that currency to buy people's attention. In today's world, there's almost nothing more valuable. And that feeling, that power of positive perception that turns social media views into actual sales calls, well, that has a name. It's called brand equity. It's the value a brand builds up in your head, all those perceptions and experiences. The content created a good vibe, which built trust, and that trust is what made people pick up the phone. It's really important to know the difference between brand equity and brand value, because they are not the same thing. Think of it like this. Brand value is the price tag of a house. It's a number, it's what's on the balance sheet. But brand equity? That's the feeling you get when you walk in the door. That's the feeling of home. It's the trust and loyalty that makes someone choose you, and you can't really put a price tag on that. Okay, so this powerful brand equity stuff doesn't just magically appear, right? It's built. It's the result of a deliberate, strategic process. So let's get into the how. How do you actually build it?
Yeah, believe it or not, there's a science to building a brand that people love. It isn't just luck. Experts have actually created frameworks to show us the way, and we're going to look at 2 of the biggest ones right now. First up is Acres model. I like to think of this one like you're building a house. Step 1, you pour the foundation. Brand awareness. People just need to know you exist. Then you put up the walls with perceived quality, so they know you're reliable. After that, you decorate the rooms with brand associations, creating all the right feelings and connections. And finally, you put on a solid roof of brand loyalty, which turns those customers into raving fans who stick around. Then there's the Keller model, which pictures the whole thing as a pyramid you're trying to climb with your customer. At the bottom, the base, is identity. It's just about answering who are you. As you go up, you build meaning, answering what are you. Then you get a positive response, where customers start to think, hey, I like you. And at the very top, the peak, is resonance. That's a deep, personal connection. That's when it becomes about you and me. That's when customers become true believers. So we know what brand equity is, and we have a couple of roadmaps for how to build it. But here's the tricky part. How do you measure something that's basically a feeling? How do you actually track the value of something that exists inside the minds of your customers? Right? That's the big question. It seems impossible. How do you slap a number on something like trust or loyalty? Well, one of the most powerful ways to do it is with something called the Net Promoter Score, or NPS. It all comes down to one simple question. On a scale of 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend? Based on their answers,
People are either promoters, passives, or, yikes, detractors. You just subtract the percentage of detractors from the promoters, and boom, you get a really clear score that tells you how loyal your customers are. And beyond NPS, you can even build yourself a little brand health dashboard. This helps you keep a constant eye on things. You track stuff like brand recall. When someone thinks of your industry, do they think of you first? You watch your customer retention. Are people sticking with you? And of course, market share. Are you a leader in your space? Keeping track of these helps you manage and strengthen your brand over time. Okay, so we've covered the what, the how, and even how to measure it. But let's bring it all home. What's the bottom line? Why should you pour your time, your energy, and your money into building a strong brand? What's really in it for you? Think of it this way. Your brand equity is your business's moat, like around a castle. It's a protective barrier. So when your competitors show up and try to attack with lower prices or some new shiny feature, a strong brand built on that deep trust and loyalty is what keeps your customers safe inside with you. It's what makes you untouchable. And the payoff is huge. Seriously, it gives you pricing power so you can charge what you're worth. It creates customer loyalty, an army of advocates who do your marketing for you. It's a massive competitive advantage that makes you stand out. It gives you resilience against shocks in the market, and it makes growth easier because when you launch something new, people already trust you. It is, without a doubt, the engine for real, sustainable growth. So we've come full circle, back to that business owner with a smartphone. In this new economy where attention is everything, your brand is truly your most valuable asset. It's not just about what you sell, it's about the story you tell and the connections you make. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Content is your currency. How are you going to get your story heard?